I would describe it as a vibe. That's what everyone says when they come here. It is a place where you can get your basic haircut, but you can also get luxury services too, like facials. I guess nowadays a luxury service would be considered a hot towel shave because most barbers don't do that traditionally anymore. So here we kind of brought back like the old barber traditions with the new school haircuts. When I first started, female barbering was not as popular as it is now. So me working in a male predominant industry, it was very hard to get people to sit in my chair. So my first barbershop, I would typically sit and watch the other barbers cut just because the walk-ins are like, oh, I'm not letting a girl cut my hair. So what I started doing, luckily, this is when I feel like Instagram started up. So I would just literally post every haircut that I do just daily, all the time. And I would literally add people on Facebook and Instagram, mostly men who look like they need a haircut with beards. I would just add them, and I would just post my pictures daily. And I was very consistent with that. And I just started getting customers just from the internet. And honestly, I've always been pretty shy, and I was always too shy to pass out business cards. So the internet really helped me because I learned how to market myself very well on the internet. And that's how I got as many clients as I have now. Moving forward, I moved from my first barbershop to the next one. And once I moved there, I had my own clientele. But in between, it wasn't enough clientele to pay my bills. So I kind of fell on hard times because I just quit my other job and became a barber full time. And really, that's the only way you can build your clientele is if you're just available 24/7. But you don't really make enough money. So I ended up having to move into a hotel temporarily for a few months, and I met these guys that were here on a contract for some type of construction, and they wanted haircuts every 3 or 4 days, and there was probably 15 or 20 of them. I would literally go to the barbershop, cut a couple of heads, then go to the hotel and cut the guys, and that really helped me get out of the hotel. So then one of the owners that I worked for, his clients, he knew about my store, and he ended up letting us rent one of his houses for him for really cheap. And I lived there for a couple years until I built my clientele up, and then the rest was history. I just started getting way too busy, like too busy. I used to take my own appointments and write them down, but it got to a point where I couldn't even keep up. So now I use a booking app and everything is smoother and everything is good. My clients have been residual, and I get new people all the time. Okay, so the first time I received money, I used that to purchase the materials for the flooring. And to me, the floor was the most important thing in my barbershop because it definitely creates a different look with the color. And it really helped me out, honestly, because I felt like my back was up against the wall during quarantine and everything, just because I was losing money. And then this second round, honestly, I'm going to use this just to make it better in here, to get better lighting for the other barbers. Because I cut one of the barber's hair and then I realized it's kind of dark. You don't know until you actually are over there working. And they've never said anything, so I just want to get them better light so they're more comfortable. The way I grew up, like my parents, they work jobs, you know what I mean? So I didn't have any people like me to see doing this. So if you're new to entrepreneurship, I would just say keep going and don't give up and just be consistent in everything you do. And honestly, that's how everything paid off for me.